You know what? You can guess at how that's pronounced, but we're doing the Siege of the Temple. So, today, I think this is the last dungeon that I have to record. But while I'm trapped, I'm going to turn the volume down, because every time I start recording, I forget to turn this down. And it's unforgivably loud. But the next thing that will be going up is all the scenarios. And damn this Amber, whatever. But I've finished downloading most of my video games for the new computer, so I'm going to be playing more games and uploading more content. Not exactly sure. These guys basically, they'll encase you in amber and they have these little shield things. And if you've ever done Hyjal, you'll remember one of the quests where the turtle had you go under his shield and you took no damage, and that's pretty much what they have. So if you're a tank, you just have to pull them out of it. But, I mean, all interactions are pretty standard aside from the amber and the shield thingy. This place has 4 bosses. Now, I've only done this place once, and there is a boss in here that is really, really frustrating. But I will explain how to do it when we get to him. When I first did this instance, nobody knew what to do, so we wiped 4 times. And it was really frustrating because after the second wipe, I figured out what we were supposed to do. But you really can't do it by yourself, so... Crap, they all fucked that up once. Crap. But I'm gonna be doing Tekkit again really, really soon. And then I'm gonna be doing the vanilla Minecraft server with Niuzao. And I'm gonna start recording my indie game series in the next couple of days here. And that'll go up on Fridays. And I'm definitely going to start doing a Monday through Friday schedule because I have a lot of videos that I have ideas for. And with my new computer, I have a lot of storage and I've got a lot of processing power, a lot of RAM, so I can render videos really fast and I can upload them pretty quickly. So expect to see a lot more stuff from me. The dungeons and scenarios are just the start of it. It's really loud. I'm sorry, guys. Well, I'll turn it down. But this guy's pretty simple. If you have DBM, it makes these fights a lot simpler. What am I supposed to be doing? No, don't stand there. I'm trying to figure out what we're supposed to do. Obviously, don't stand in the center. Anywhere here in the center. Something is attacking the crap out of me, and I'm not really sure what it is right now. I think the light bulb. Apparently. Oh, wait, that's just automatic. Okay, well that's cool. I didn't know that did that. That's really cool. He spawns ads. He has this thing in the center that you can't touch. I think it gets bigger as the fight goes on. It looks like it might be. And then it's probably at percentages where he turns to cast detonate, where he explodes the room. So it's kind of a move and heal fight. So for DPS, you don't really have to do much to stand out of the stuff and switch targets appropriately. And for healers, just make sure that you have some AoE heals. That detonates seems to be pretty nasty. It went down pretty quickly, I think. I've only gotten a couple of pieces of gear from the instances. And the first raid comes out on Tuesday, which is, I think, that's October 2nd. So the first raid is item level 463, and the only way to get that is to go through dungeons. right now I'm 449, so I have a little ways to go before I can go into LFR. But it shouldn't take that long, and there's gear on the auction house that you can get. It's PvP gear, yeah, but it's still better than nothing, and at least it'll get you in so you can have the chance to get better gear. Also, it's good to have a profession that can make your own gear. This way, you don't have to spend 5K, because at least on my server, people are ridiculous about prices. I mean, if you're trying to sell something, everyone will undercut you so that you make no money, but if you're trying to buy something, you'll see nothing but really high prices. But I guess that's goes for all server economies. But even if you don't get any gear, the enchanting mats are nice, because you're definitely going to need this for when you do get purples and you need enchants. One of the nice things about being an inscriptionist, though, is I can make my own shoulder enchants. I don't have to pay nobody for that stuff. And I can finally make some actual money off of inscription, because they kind of screwed it when they were like, okay, well, glyphs are a one-time use now. So, you know, and the market for them is atrocious. You know, you pay 50 gold and you get a full set of glyphs. So there's really no money to be made in that. Well, I mean, unless you're making cards, but then there's only... I mean, they all have a random chance to give you whatever card, so you have to use a lot of mats or be really, really lucky. But the shoulder enchants should bring in a lot of money. I don't have any more news. But my guild, which is a 3-person guild, is almost 15, which is exciting for us because we spent all of Kata being level 11 and 12. And it was almost impossible for us to level because we were 3 people. There's no raid group, no nothing, so the fact that the guild experience gain is so increased and they removed the cap means that small guilds, it actually, I've looked on the forums, you can actually solo a guild 1 to 25. It will take, I think if I read that right, it takes like 3 years to solo. I'm not exactly sure, but that's what I read, so it took 3 years. But I would want to solo level a guild, but I think we can get to level 20 with just the 3 that we have now, because Naro has 2 tunes, Dan has a tune, and I have 7 more to level to 90, so when they get up there, we'll probably hit about 20. Oh god, nobody knows where to go, do they? Oh god. See, this is what happens when you talk. You get distracted and you don't know where the hell you're supposed to go. Oh, it's back here. Okay, so we didn't derp too much. I guess there's just a door you have to right-click here. And then you come outside. Oh, this fight's weird. These orange things on the ground, you're going to right-click them and throw them off the ledge here.
We're still stuck in the middle of the
and you're going to kill the mobs, and then when the you pretty much have to put them on the stairs over here,
but we'll need your help,
and on the stairs down here, because they'll walk through them and they do AoE damage for a couple of seconds before they disappear. Lo and Lee will spawn them for you. Come on, start the fight tank. But once you throw all the orbs off the side and kill all the mobs, then the boss will come up, and you can throw some of the thingies at him, but the most of the damage will be when he gets up here. Not too many actual mobs should get up here because the orbs actually do a lot of damage. But if they do, the tank will pick them up, and you can just turn around and DPS them down really quickly.
Lee and Low, get the sap into position. Let's get
Okay,
this party
sap.
started,
I don't know.
shall we?
It's all new. It's
We'll
weird.
squish you like bugs.
We'll squish you like bugs. They are bugs, Mr. Panda.
Attacking the might of the manted head-on, your deaths will be swift. Swarmers attack! Tear the flesh from their bones.
So I'm
Swarmers
gonna
are coming
throw
up the
this
ramp.
one here.
Use the sap to slow them down.
Well, that didn't go where I wanted it to at all. That was terrible. There. Now they'll hit it as they go through, and they'll hit them all as they go up the stairs. I don't know exactly how long this lasts, but it lasts
The
for a
amber
good
wing is
while.
flying in. Watch out.
And they all have to come up this one staircase, and it only goes one way.
Hello.
So the best strategy for this, I think, is to stockpile the sap here and pretty much all along. What are you doing, Mr. Bro? I don't want any of your pancake mix. Pretty much just stockpile it, really. Because if you can stockpile it, they'll probably all die before they even get up the stairs.
Demolishers are carrying explosives. Any direct hit will blow them up.
Yeah, because see, like this, they won't get too far. Because they're just going to hit all the sap and just kill themselves. Also, if you hit them, well, if you hit them directly, I guess this hit blows up the explosives in their hands, and that's an insta-kill. So the trash part of this fight is actually pretty easy, and it's fun. Which is different from older WoW expansions, where it's kind of just like, let's get this done. I mean, probably after doing this a bajillion times, it's probably really annoying, but still has that new instant smell. Oh god, I almost fell off. That would have been really bad.
Crush them.
Warrior coming in. Focus your fire.
Come on, dude, bring me more sap. So there's only this wave and then one more wave, and then all the bugs are dead.
Amberwing, get in there! Lay siege to the holdouts!
Okay, so the tank's down there and he's just grabbing them so that they don't get up here so we can continue to do this. If your tank does that, just throw the sap jars down there. Because, I mean, you're not going to be really doing any DPS in this part, because the DPS's job is to just throw all the sap down there so that they don't actually have to get to the tank.
Slaughter these cowards! They're making
But,
us look like fools!
no, don't take
Warrior
it, that
coming
one
in.
is
Focus your
mine. Okay, that was the last wave. And after these guys are all dead, the boss will come up. I don't think the sap does that much damage to him, but you can throw it on there and he'll hit it, obviously. And I think it'll do a decent amount of damage. So yeah, now he's like, oh, I'm gonna do this myself. You're all bad and you should feel bad. And so now he's gonna come up the stairs.
Hello.
So that's the last of the sap. Well, actually, he's got one more. I think the sap also slows. Yeah, it slows. So he's gonna come up the stairs now. I'm gonna throw this one up here so that he's at least standing in it.
Girl, run away.
So that it at least does damage to. Oh well, I guess it's gone now. I guess when the phases change, the sap disappears. Yes, error text. I don't know why, but I installed this add-on to get rid of all my error text. And for some reason, every time I log out, log back in, or go into an instance, or go out of an instance, the error text goes back. So if anyone has a suggestion for an add-on that completely gets rid of error text, that would be fantastic, because I've tried several. I had a really good one for Kata, but for some reason it's gone. I think it might have been a part of LUI that they took out. I'm not entirely sure. I'm gonna Google search that later. I'll find a better one. But this boss, as you can see, just has that whirlwind thing. And obviously the trash part. This is more of a time-consuming fight than anything else. So there's really nothing to worry about here. The next boss, however, is a big pain in the ass. I'm not gonna lie. I hate it. It's probably gonna be really easy now that I actually know what to do. You're probably gonna be like, oh, Polly, why are you complaining? It's super easy. Yeah, it wasn't easy the first time I came in here and wiped a trillion times on it. So stupid. That's okay. We know what to do now. Ow!
That was fun, wasn't it?
Of course you've got agility on you.
Lee and Lo.
You know what? I don't care. I don't care that you've got agility. I need a sword. That shaman's probably gonna get it though. Oh well. So for the quest to free the pandas, they are right here, and all you have to do is, I think you can click on them, or you can click on the door here.
Ah, this gate is locked, but I think I have something that will open it.
Haha, I won it. Stupid tank. I needed it more than you did. Oh, I actually have two of them now.
Let me see here.
Cool. I didn't realize that one had agi on it. I'm okay with that though.
Did I say 30? I meant 3. Go.
Thinking.
You must stop.
One of the hardest things I think to get in this in any expansion when you're first starting out is weapons, because they're so few and far between. And a lot of the time when you're in a group, you're gonna find a bunch of people who need the same weapon as you do. And I think that's true for any class that I play. Whenever I play a caster, there's always another caster in the group, or the healer needs it. And as a hunter, I mean, hunters now are pretty much in a class of their own. No one else needs the ranged weapon. So, but I mean, pre-mists, a hunter would need on a druid staff, or something like that. Or, you know, an assassination rogue would need on a one-hander that you needed. Something like that. But I think it's a little bit easier. Well, at least for hunters now it's easier because no one else needs the ranged weapons. Because that's the only slot a hunter can have now. I miss relics though. I mean, I know they were kind of just like stat sticks, but they were nice stat sticks, and I spent 700 Valor on them, so either give me my 700 Valor back, or give me my relic back. Like, you can't take both from me. You know what, I was playing on the beta and I should have known that, so I should, well, I wanted to have good gear, but I shouldn't have bought the 700 Valor relic. That's my own damn fault, I guess. But for this guy, I don't think there's any boss in Mists that will hold the whole room if you don't clear, so you're fine there. But you have to clear the mobs that are near him, otherwise they'll just aggro but not kill aggro. He is kind of interesting. At certain percentages, he will have a couple of waves of ads come down the hill. Down this hill. And what will happen is he'll go immune. He'll have that big yellow shield that we saw earlier. And you can't attack it. You have to DPS down the shield. And then you have to throw these bombs on the ground at the ads that come down the hill. Now, the bombs aren't marked very clearly, but they have a green nameplate above their head that says like siege bomb or something. And all you have to do is right click and it'll have an AoE circle pop up, and all you have to do is throw it at them. And I think it does 500,000 damage instantly. So just throw it into the center of them, and they'll all die pretty quickly, because if you don't use that, you're going to get overwhelmed and you will wipe. So I will point out the bombs when the fight starts so that you know what to look for. They're not... I didn't even notice them until the second time that I went through here on this boss. So they will... There's a lot of them, but they're not as noticeable as they should be. So just get the rest of these guys down. And then we'll get that Pat, and then we'll get him. There are exactly 12 of these panda cages in here, so make sure that you get all of them and don't skip one. There is one behind him, so make sure that after the boss fight you don't forget that one. The boss after this is actually, in retrospect, the next boss is actually a little more difficult than this one. I mean, once you have the mechanics down for this boss, he's okay, but the next one, well, the next one's not harder, but he's got a mechanic that makes it difficult to end the fight quickly. And our tank went bio, so when he comes back, I will come back. Alright, tank's back. So, let's start this fight. Oops. So you're going to have this little health bar that pops up in the middle of your screen. It's also going to show you the health of his shield. And what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to DPS that down. And then when all of the ads are down, the shield will fall. And it happens... It's supposed to happen at 30 and 70%, I think. But sometimes it starts at 75. It just kind of depends on how fast your DPS gets it down. So, when he gets to 75%, his big bubble will come up. And I will show you where the bombs are, what they look like. Aside from that, he has a rush ability where he rushes towards his blade, so you just have to get out of the way of that. Honestly, the best way to understand these fights is to install DBM. Okay, so the ads are coming down the hill. So we have to find the bombs. Okay, this is a bomb. And you throw it back at them. And it explodes, and they're all dead. Easy. They're not really that easy to see, especially if you're standing under the bubble having to DPS it. So, we're gonna pick up another one of this while they're all grouped up, kill them really quick. Okay, bulwark's down. This way, when the ads stop coming down the hill, the shield is down. So let's get this. I feel like I'm the only one who knows what to do again. That's okay. Now they're all gonna come down the hill again. Throw, explode. If you miss one or two, that's okay, you can get them down pretty quickly, but you can't get them down when you've got all of those waves on top of you. You'll wipe. And And he only does this twice throughout the entire fight, so the rest of the time you're just kind of moving him around, avoiding the blade rush. So again, just another movement mechanic kind of fight. It's pretty simple once you understand what you're supposed to do, but for people coming in here their first or second time, it's kind of like, I'm not entirely sure what I'm supposed to do, and you might wipe. Oh, you can throw the bomb. Okay, well you can throw the bomb to the boss too. They do 500,000 damage. Well, they do 500,000 damage to everything around them. So if a bomb drops again, I will throw one at the boss definitely, because he has 27 million health. And that's a lot. Especially for a dungeon boss. But I don't think that he will go down to do his shield again until about 30%. So we're gonna have to wait, because the bombs only... Okay, there he is. The bombs only come out while he's doing this. I'm not really sure who throws the bombs, but... Where are the bombs? There they are. There they go. They're down. And his shield's down. And we'll get another bomb. And we'll throw it at the ads. Get another bomb. We'll wait for them to all come down the hill and group up. Explosion. Oh crap, tank died, tank died. Res! God, I hope I res him in time. I should really stop running into things. Oh crap, healer's down. Well, that's the gist of the fight, guys. You just throw the bombs at the ads, and you throw the bombs at him. That's pretty much it. I think we're gonna wipe, so yeah. So I will just, I will see you guys when this boss is dead. But that's the gist of it. Sorry, guys. Okay, so somehow we beat the boss, even though our healer died before he was even below 50%, and I thought we were gonna wipe again, but we didn't, so good job, tank. Okay. So the next boss, I think there's 1 or 2 sets of ads before. Ooh, I want to go pick that flower. Please don't take it. Okay. There's 1 or 2 sets of ads for, and then this boss is kind of an obstacle course, and you'll see what I mean when we get to it, but he casts an ability that teleports him to the other side of the arena, and then he casts this wind ability, which knocks you back, and you have to run to him through the vases or the pots to get to him. I mean, he doesn't have a lot of health, and aside from that, he doesn't hit very hard. He doesn't have, you know, he doesn't hit very bad. He doesn't take much to kill, but it's just getting to him that's the difficult part. Aside from that, this boss is pretty easy, especially for being a last boss. Let's just chant that. I think, honestly, the boss that we just did is the most annoying of the bosses that I've come across in Myst so far. Just because of the bombs. I mean, you throw them at him and you throw them at the mobs, otherwise you're gonna get completely overwhelmed. And we got an achievement, apparently, to defeat him when he has 20 stacks of detonate. I don't really know what that is. I think it's you throw bombs at him and he gets stacks. So, try for that, guys. Try to get, what's that called? Return to center. Return to center. I can talk today. Sorry if I sound a little off or I'm not talking a lot. I kind of have a cold. And it hurts my throat to talk. But I'm doing this for you guys. more trashier than well, like, to be fair, I only saw the first couple of the nameplates only register so far. But I mean, you can see that this is kind of an obstacle course. I mean, you gotta weave in and out of the bases to get to him. And then when you do get to him, he teleports. And then you have to get back to him again. I think it takes longer to run to him than it does actually burn his health. So there really is no like tank warning or healer warning in this. It's just kind of getting to him. And it's kind of just DPSing him as hard as possible so you have less switches that you have to do. So it's on the DPS to do their best. Okay, so these guys are down now. So when the tank is ready, he'll charge. Or he'll stand there. Whichever. Well, at least he's asking if people know the fight. That's nice. Well, while he's explaining, I'll sit here and I'll give you a little overview of the course. He'll teleport to about over here to where the stairs are in the back. And you literally just have to follow him. Make sure when you're running that you stay as far to the corner as you can, because the wind will knock you back, and if you're not far enough, it will move you all the way back here, and that will suck. I really hope I don't get knocked off of this thing. I think I have a debuff. Not entirely sure what this bar is. I'm sorry. There's yellow stuff on the ground. Oh, you have to jump. Okay. Okay. When you get resin on you, jump. Jump until your bar goes down. And stay away from the yellow stuff on the ground. So I was wrong. There are a couple more mechanics other than the, Okay, so this is the part where he's gonna fly and he's gonna go to the other end of the bridge. Start running now, because the wind is gonna hit.
Beware.
Ah! There it is. So, you can't really run anywhere. And he does that... Actually, I think he does this until we move him again. But you can interrupt that ability. You just have to get there. So if you have a long-range interrupt, that would be the best time to use it. I'm going to try and stay behind him so that he doesn't blow up me anywhere. But I think once we all get here, that stops. And then he'll only do that twice. I think he only does that twice in the whole fight. So yeah, he's going to do it again. So start running. If you have any kind of speed boost, then this would be the best time to use it, like as a druid. Or if you have those priest feathers that make you move faster. But other than that, the fight's pretty simple. Jump when you've got the resin on you, so it doesn't, when that little bar pops up on your screen, start jumping until it goes all the way down again. Stay out of the yellow stuff on the ground. Nothing on the ground is ever a health buff, ever. Like that. That's not a health buff. It hurts. So make sure to move out of that. If this video isn't helpful, make sure to, when you go into an instance, hit M, and then click on the portrait of the boss that you're doing. A tab will come up that will show you all of his abilities and anything important that you need to know about him or her. Also, another helpful thing to have is DVM. This will tell you pretty much everything you need to know about the boss, if there's any special abilities that you need to be wary of, or anything like that. So, I hope you guys found this video helpful, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye!